Hello YouTube, coming to you with another video here. Had a question on a previous video from Anxious Stacker. He asked, how many ounces would you say would be a good base weight? I'm concentrating on my base stack, trying to get to a certain weight goal before I feel comfortable getting into collection pieces. I responded briefly in the comments, told him I was going to make another video, wanted to share that response, what my thoughts were on that with you guys. What you see in front of you is what I would recommend as a good kind of base stack, a good area for a foundation for anybody getting into precious metals, stacking, collecting coins, etc. Quite simply, it's getting $20 face value in dimes and nickels. That's what the dime tubes, quarter tube here is for. And then getting some 1 ounce government minted coins, whether it's the 1 ounce Canadian maples, Queen on there, or the new King Charles. Whether you have an issue with having royalty on your coins, that's personal preference. I would recommend hold off on anything semi-numismatic like the Perth series early on. It's just up here to be an example. But things like Silver Eagles before the premiums went crazy on them, and any type of 1 ounce round, getting a good 20-25 of those is a good place to start. And then after that, getting into 10 ounce bars, getting something like these Scottsdale stackers. Premiums on these are a little bit higher, but having any type of 10 ounce bars, whether it's those, or if you get for the same price, getting some 5 ounce bars. If you can get 2 of those for the same price as a 10 ounce bar, 5 ounce bars are a nice kind of happy medium, happy bridge in between the 1 ounce and the 5 ounce and the 10 ounce. Same thing with the America the Beautiful here. It's just an example. It's just meant to be a placeholder for getting to that initial 100 ounces of silver. As far as gold goes, I would recommend getting at least 1 ounce of gold. Starting off, the fractionals are going to be a much easier place to dip into those or to get started. Something like a 1/10 ounce gold eagle or a 1/10 ounce Canadian maple is going to be the same roughly total cost or out-of-pocket cost as a 10 ounce bar would be. Some people will say, okay, if I look at it and I do the math, I should just save up to get to a 1 ounce gold because I'm going to pay less on the premium percentage wise, or I should just save up and get 100 ounce bars because I'm going to pay less premium on those than I would on 101 ounce rounds. And to that I'm going to respond with, you're right, you will pay less, but if you're just getting started, if you're just getting into this, you want to have some initial smaller divisions going into it. If you have a kid that says, oh, I want to go get ice cream, or if you have kids you're trying to teach financial responsibility, financial discipline to, you're not going to give them a $100 bill or a $20 bill. You're going to say, okay, here's a quarter, here's a dollar. And you want to have those smaller denominations first. It's the same thing with precious metals. 100 ounce bar, you don't want to have to sell that whole thing all at once, or you don't want to have to sell a whole gold eagle when you might not need all that cash, and especially if you have to sell it at a loss. That's kind of the worst scenario to be in. So by starting off with these smaller denominations here, that's a good base place to start. It's a good foundation for your stack for anyone really getting into it. From here, that's when I would say you're probably going to have a good idea as to kind of the fundamentals of gold and silver, precious metals in general. And so branching into things like semi-numismatic coins here, branching into more collectible coins, whether they're historical numismatic coins like Morgan dollars, peace dollars, or ancient coins, foreign coins. This will give you a good initial starting point to where you're familiar with going into a local coin shop, going online to places like AppMex or Provident Metals, SD Bullion, other bullion websites in general, without not knowing what you're really looking at and how things get priced. I know somebody's going to ask about platinum, anything like that. I would say getting just a simple 1/10 ounce platinum to get started is a good initial place to be at. A lot of people seem to think platinum is undervalued right now and that it's going to have a huge spike back up to like $2,000 again. Um, I got some bad news for people that, platinum and palladium for that matter are probably not going to do a whole lot right now, or at least that's what I'm predicting or expecting, because platinum is primarily used as a catalyst in combustion engines, and right now, at least in North America, there's a huge push to convert, gasoline car use to electric cars. And so, platinum demand, at least from the auto industry, is going to go way down, over the next couple of years. So, when the last, spike in platinum was, there was still a huge demand for combustion engines. And right now, we're seeing a lot more demand for lithium batteries in cars rather than catalytic converters. So, I wouldn't say skeptical, but I'm not holding my breath for, platinum to, shoot the moon, so to speak. But this is where, I would say is a good starting point. Anxious Stacker is a good starting point for anybody looking to get into precious metals or experiment with precious metals. Right now on the table, this is probably a couple $1,000 worth of stuff. And, before anybody, freaks out like, oh my gosh, dropping, $5,000-$6,000 on metals, I don't know if I'd really want to do that. This is all stuff that you're going to accumulate, probably $100, $200, $300, at a time, as you're kind of getting into it, getting comfortable. Now, anybody that says, oh, I don't know if I want to jump in that much, going to your local coin store, and getting something as simple as, a Roosevelt dime or a Mercury dime. These are going to cost you $2.25, $2.50 right now. And if you're not comfortable going in and saying, okay, give me a gold eagle, and let me drop $250 on something, or give me a 10-ounce silver bar, let me drop $260 on that, or going in and paying $40 for a silver eagle, $2.50 for a Mercury dime, for a Roosevelt dime, a Barber dime, is not going to break the bank. If you can't find $2.50 in your budget, quite frankly speaking, what are you doing looking at precious metals right now? You should be looking at tightening your budget and paying off debts first. But that's more of a topic for another video. But wanted to share that with you guys, share what my thoughts were on what a good base stack, in my opinion, is. Where is a good kind of foundation before you either look into larger denominations or more collectible, more niche, bullion and numismatic items. Appreciate the question. Wanted to share that with you guys. Let me know if you have any other questions in the comments down below. Love making video responses like this. It's a lot easier to answer those questions and fill in everybody else on the same topic. Hope you guys have a good evening, and I'll see you on the next one.